Hi, I'm Billy Arrowsmith.
I'm Jamie Hari.
We are here with Fandom at E3. We're at the Telltale booth about to check out the demo for their new Batman game. I'm really excited. Jamie, what are you excited for about this game?
I'm just interested to see their take on the character, whether they're going comic book style or movie style.
I've heard this game is about to be, it's going to be a lot more story-oriented, more character-focused on Bruce Wayne than more of just a straight action game. I'm really excited about seeing where they're going to go with that. All right, we are about to head into the Batcave, so we have to be very quiet.
Shareholders have been losing confidence in recent months with the latest reports of crime have been steadily on the rise. City officials are unsure.
It's all gone bad. According to witnesses, the victim was uncooperative with the robber, which led to the gunshot.
Oh, come on. It's what he is, a rich bum. I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, that may be true, but that family has to
Topping the list again as the most eligible bachelor.
You guys have already said that this game is not based exactly on any existing Batman story. It's an original story, not an adaptation. But I've been wondering, are there any particular like writers or artists or runs, even if it's a show or a movie, that really influenced your guys' take on Batman?
Well, I mean, it's like you said, it's a brand new story. So, although you'll feel, I think if you're a Bat fan, there are many things that you'll see, at least when you first start playing the game, you feel very comfortable, right? You think, oh, I know this character, I've seen this before, I kind of know what's going on. My whole intention is to turn that kind of upside down, make you feel as Bruce uncomfortable with the situation of what's going on. But just in terms of influences, I think from a visual standpoint, you'll agree that the game definitely has that kind of Telltale DNA.
Yeah.
But, our artists definitely have a big love for Jim Lee, and
I noticed that.
Yeah,
the Catwoman suit is very like Hush with that Darwin Cook spy suit look.
Yeah, you're going to see that throughout the season. Yeah.
How important is voice acting in trying to build an immersive story, and how specifically do you tell the difference between the Batman and the Bruce Wayne in terms of voice acting? Like, what's the difference there?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think for any game, especially for a Telltale game, voice actors, they are the unsung heroes of the games that we produce. And then someone with as diverse a range as Troy. I mean, not only can he do multiple different voices, as you know, where you'd never know it was Troy Baker, but he's also just an awesome actor, period. And you need that for Bruce Wayne. You need that for our Batman game, because you're going to spend as much time kind of in the cape and cowl as you are in the business suit. And so you need that range and that variation to kind of make people care about the character that you're playing. You've got an obvious difference, right? First of all, between Bruce and Batman. Bruce, he's a man, he speaks like a man. Batman, when he's in certain situations, he has a voice modulation unit, which is part of the whole idea of, keeping criminals in fear. And you heard that in today's demo, he has this kind of like deep, kind of demonic voice. But on top of that, there's an extra layer, which comes from it being a Telltale Game Series, which is that, you can choose how you want to play a particular scene. You can choose to be kind of the, foppish billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, very flippant, all that kind of stuff. Or you can be, as I played it in today's demo for you guys, kind of more reserved and quiet. So the choices of dialogue are also there, and so that is obviously also affected by what we've done, and we need actors who can just switch between those different characters almost, even within one scene. So voice acting, hugely important.
How much time development-wise, whether it's voice acting, whether it's coding, or whether it's art production, for each choice, approximately, like, is it days, weeks, months? Like, what kind of effort involved in making these different choices available?
All I can tell you is it really is a Herculean effort. We don't develop games in a traditional sense. We have a very, very different game development cycle to most other developers, and although people might not believe it, it's often much more compressed than other people's development cycles who are developing something for 3, 4, 5 years at a time, right? And then they come out with this gigantic game. We have to be on top of it. We're in a constant development cycle all the way through the season. So we release one episode, then we've got another, then we've got another, and the team is having to, leapfrog between all of those episodes. So on top of what you're talking about, which is like, branching dialogue, branching story paths, it's also just keeping up with this incredibly rapid development cycle. So they are kind of like the real superheroes behind this game, definitely.
Were there any particular books or comics that you guys read to like get a better feeling for the characters? I know I can kind of feel a lot of like Long Halloween influence.
I almost feel like that's less about looking at specific comic books and more kind of dipping into the Telltale style of telling a story. If you played or if you're aware of The Wolfmongers, which was based on DC Comics Fables line, that also was like a brand new story within that comic universe, but it also has that. I think it's kind of got a really good indication of what a Telltale take on Batman would be.
You know, a lot of the Telltale games are new characters in existing worlds. This is a very well-established character. Were there any other technical challenges, story writing challenges, or anything that was unique to, say, playing Batman as opposed to Clementine from Walking Dead, or who's effectively a new character?
So Clementine Season 1 is a character that you as Lee Everett feel defensive of and protective of. Yeah, and you didn't actually play Clementine obviously in Season 1, and then she changes just through circumstance. Now she's kind of on herself in Season 2. She's obviously going to be a big part of the 3rd season that we have coming out very, very shortly. It's like creating a movie or any story where you've got a different character, you're trying to evoke a different response. So the main thing that we want people to understand is try and feel as though they're experiencing the psychology of actually being Batman. And when you say Batman, it's not just, again, wearing the suit, or at least the bat suit, it's also wearing the business suit. It's dealing with both sides of that really interesting psyche.
In a lot of ways, it seems like this game is bringing a lot of new things that we haven't really gotten before in Batman games, both in terms of gameplay and in mythos. This is kind of a broad question, but like, what are you most excited about? What are you, it's like a new thing that you think we haven't really seen before in a Batman game, period?
Bruce Wayne is such a rich character to explore. We've never seen that, at least not in any depth, in an interactive piece of entertainment before. And to be able to do that, I think it's a great honor for Telltale, but it's just, aside from anything else, it's just, for me, it's going to be so cool.
Yeah, I feel like I can go to any other game and get just a straight fighting game.
Right.
And it's exciting that you guys are branching out into the other areas of
Yeah,
what makes him great as a character.
Exactly, yeah, and on top of that, it's the Telltale thing, right? You've got this choice of how to play your Bruce Wayne and how to play your Batman. So that adds like yet another layer to it, which is really exciting.
Take back the night to restore this city to the glory that it held long before this. He took our responsibility from us.
Hey everybody, we just came out of that Batman demo. It was absolutely fantastic. What did you think, Billy?
I thought it was fantastic. I was surprised by how much I loved the Bruce Wayne segments. I came into this most excited about the Batman action sequences, but they're really doing some interesting stuff with the like character-focused interactions between Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent and the other people who he has to interact with in his social life.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they got both halves of the Batman-Bruce Wayne dichotomy perfectly. It's really honestly what I'm probably most stoked about. The game comes out summer 2016. For more information, check out fandom.com.
Stock options.